It's Week 15 of the NFL, and we're going to see Mark Andrews, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Ravens and the Giants, and it comes your way next.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Throwing now is Lock. Complete right side to Hyatt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Play action. Now it's Lock. And this is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Block now to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And Walker with it over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive 1st down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll run it again with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. You look at this Baltimore defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. Deontay Hardy back deep. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. And one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. In motion left, Bateman. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
That's complete to Robinson. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Singletary going to get the handoff. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. And now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Singletary again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Locke going to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe. Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. He's got room at the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Baltimore. A first down carry for Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The Ravens at 11-2 now, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Throwing is Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The possession switching back to the New York Giants. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives.
CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Singletary trying the left side. Gets by him at the 25. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. They go right back to Singletary.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary.
Across midfield. He's on his way. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Handoff now. It's Gray with it.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Here's Hardy set to return. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s Back.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Evades the tackler, and now some space.
Still on his feet.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 57 yards.
And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Gano the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The visitors' offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Play action. It's Jackson.
No hesitation, goes right back to Likely.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. From the gun, Jackson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Forced out to his left.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Jackson.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Locke. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now it's Jackson.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Henry up the middle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw is Jackson.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
From the 29, here's second down and 7.
They run again here with Gray. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Locke. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Gray. Well, he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing now is Locke.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Locke.
Has it to Hyatt on the out route.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. On the ground, it's Gray. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gano's kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Jackson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Jackson now.
That is caught.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 57 yards. Here's Jackson to throw.
A check down here for Henry.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Locke going to throw. He finds one, and I think the ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Block off of play action. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's Locke to throw. And that will be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Locke, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
On the option right is Jackson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Two yards to go, 2nd down.
Running left, it's Henry.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play. First carry now for Justice Hill. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
Hold on.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Throwing out left and finding Likely.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They look to throw. It's Locke. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Locke now to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the gun on 3rd down. Locke.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 65 yards.
And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll indeed take a knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked out